Hello everyone, let's start today's class. Today I am going to teach you how to make a voucher entry in Tally ERP 9. In accounting terms, a voucher is a document containing the details of a financial transaction. For example, purchase invoice, sales receipt, etc. Accounting vouchers, how to make accounting vouchers, how to enter accounting vouchers in a Tally. So, first we'll select our company, enter, select company, select your company, national traders or whatever company you have created for the purpose of practice. Go to we'll be studying today accounting voucher under transaction accounting voucher. You can press V or from the mouse click you can do click over there. However, enter. Now as soon you enter on accounting voucher, by default there will be open payment voucher. And what are these different types of vouchers? Tally ERP 9 is a pre-program with a variety of accounting vouchers, each designed to perform a different job. Today we'll study accounting vouchers, four accounting vouchers. Contra voucher, you can find in a extreme right corner, there is a in a buttons bar, you can see contra voucher function key F4. Then you will find a payment voucher function key F5. Then there is a receipt voucher, and then there is a journal. These are the different vouchers. Means the transactions relating to uh, these vouchers are entered here. First we'll study how to make a contra and how to make use of a contra voucher. Press F4 from the keyboard or mouse click, however. This is a screen for contra voucher. When we can make use of a contra voucher? When there is a transaction between cash to cash or cash to bank or bank to one bank account to another bank account. So account to account transfers whenever business transfers are there, cash transfers. So contra voucher is used for this purpose. For example, the company deposits cash to a bank or withdraws cash from the bank, or it transfers funds from one bank account to another account. However, so these type of transactions of these natures has to be entered in a contra voucher. Functionality of a contra voucher is a F4. So according to the example, we'll pass the journal entry using contra voucher. For example, company deposits a cash of rupees 4,500 in a State Bank account. So, what is debit? Give a date for a transaction. Suppose on 1st April, company transfers deposits cash in a bank. So credit we have to give for a cash. Credit what goes out is a cash. Here, this what is showed in a red is a negative cash balance. Since this company is for practice purpose, it is not having sufficient balance in a cash. So you can ignore that negative balance for the purpose of practice. Enter the amount 4,500 in amount column, negative cash. Then debit State Bank of India account, as you are depositing in a bank. So debit bank account will be debited 4,500. Enter the narration, cash deposited. You can write a narration. However, the account in accounting terms, you can save the voucher. This is the example for the contra voucher. I will give you one more example. For example, um, withdraw money from the bank for petty cash. Now, withdrawal of money from the bank for the petty cash. So, this is on 2nd April. Just press F2. If it is showing exactly the date which date you want, you can accept enter or you can change the date. Then credit uh, credit goes to SBI account. SBI account, we are withdrawing cash for the purpose of petty cash. So transferring to the petty cash account. Debited, debit, petty cash account, by petty cash account, and enter this narration with cash withdrawn for petty cash. Accept. So this is how we can cause a contra voucher. I hope you understood the contra voucher. So contra voucher is used whenever there is a cash to petty cash transfer. Whenever there is a cash deposit in a bank, and whenever there is a withdrawal from the bank, whenever there is a transfer from one bank to another, you can make use of a contra voucher. Next voucher we will study, that is payment voucher. Function key of a payment voucher is F5. Just click there, you will see payment voucher, accounting voucher, payment voucher. So payment voucher is used whenever there is a payment of a cash or check. Whenever, for example, companies settles the salary expenses, telephone expenses, or whenever the company settles the creditor's bill, you can pass a entry using a payment voucher. So, for example, here salary of rupees 27,000 has been settled for the month of May, for the month of April. So, you'll be passing it on a May. So, give a date first. Press F2, you will find a date option, date where you can give. Press enter. Now salary account, salary of 27,000 has been paid. So salary, if you can, when you press the space in a in here debit field, if you find a ledger of a salary account, you can use that. If suppose you do not have that particular ledger, you can create by using shortcut key Alt+C. Any ledger can be created with this shortcut key. So we'll make use of, because there is already ledger is available. So give enter. 27,000 to the salary paid through cash. So select cash ledger and accept salary for the month of April. You can accept. So voucher has been saved. Another example, if you want, if I will give telephone expense for the month of April, that give a space. If you can, when you press telephone C, there you will. If you do not find your ledger, you can create a ledger by pressing Alt+C. Telephone expenses, and the indirect expenses, accept. So telephone expense of around I will give 1,000 or 2,000, whatever the amount, paid by cash or check. However, you can select. So this also will go in a payment voucher because cash has been paid. So write a narration and accept the voucher. So this is how we can make a make entries in a payment voucher. Same way you can pass entries for creditor bills also. So next voucher we will study receipt voucher. Function key for receipt voucher is F6. So press. Uh, so when we can make use of a receipt voucher is a uh, whenever you receive a cash or check from any business transaction. For example, a company receives a notice that interest has been credited to its bank account. So interest received and bank has been credited the interest amount. So we can pass this entry by using receipt voucher. So how to pass this entry? It is credited on if it is suppose 2nd May. So interest received account. If you find the ledger interest received, you can make use of the ledger, or else you can create the ledger by pressing Alt plus T. So credit interest received account, debit State Bank of India account, write the narration interest received from the bank and accept the voucher. So this is the example for when you received any cash or check from any party. Now, if you receive a cash or check from the from your debtors or customers, you can make a entry in a receipt voucher. Next, so that is, I hope you understood the two vouchers, three vouchers: contra voucher, payment voucher, receipt voucher. Next voucher we'll study, that is a journal voucher. The transactions which cannot be entered in contra, receipt or payment voucher are entered in a journal voucher. Means the transactions which cannot be entered in a contra voucher, payment voucher, receipt voucher are entered in a journal voucher. For example, some transactions like depreciation charge on fixed assets, or the fixed asset purchased on credit basis. These type of transactions will not be passed in a contra voucher. So contra voucher is mainly for to transfer from one account to another, cash to cash transactions. And payment voucher is for to make a whenever there is a credit of a cash or check, means you paid the cash or check. And receipt voucher is when you received a cash or check. Here other than these transactions can be entered in a journal voucher. So function keys of a key of a journal voucher is a F7. Example: the company charge depreciation on fixed assets 1,800. So how to pass this entry on company charged on suppose half yearly depreciation first suppose 1st September if I give. So you will find depreciation ledger. If not there, you can pass the create the ledger depreciation account under the group of indirect expenses. It's an expense for a company, so it will go under the group of expense account. So depreciation is charged on furniture, so credited with the furniture account. So then you can write a narration depreciation charge on furniture. Then accept. So this is the uh, example for the journal voucher. Transactions of these nature can be entered in a journal voucher. Uh, Journal voucher will accept the cash transactions also. For that purpose, you have to configure there by pressing F12 configuration. Press F12. You have to enable the option allow cash accounts in journal vouchers to yes. Then you can pass cash or bank ledgers, cash transactions also in a journal voucher. So that with that configuration, you can make a cash transactions also in a journal voucher. Now, So for the purpose of practice, I will give some more entries to pass. So we'll go for our practice, the company which is for the also for practice. That is, we'll open start this company alt and F1. Select the company. Select company, that is ABC Limited. You can see ABC Limited. Now the first I will check whether there is a transaction for there. There are more transactions which I will delete one by one. You can delete a transaction by, you can go to display, then daybook, and change the period from 1st April to 31st March. All the entries of that particular year, it will be shown, and you can delete the, however, delete or retain, however, or alter, you can do. Now daybook is empty now. Now we'll pause the transaction. Now first transaction is a company opened a new account in a ICICI Bank by depositing 25,000 on 1st April. So on 1st April, bank has opened company has opened a bank account in ICICI Bank. So how we can pause this transaction? Go to accounting voucher, go to contra voucher. So because it is a cash we are depositing in a ICICI Bank. So press F2 to give a date. First on first 4th, cash deposited. So credit cash 25,000 to by ICICI Bank. You will find their ICICI Bank. If not, you can create the ledger in this case. You can ICICI Bank here under the group of bank account. So write the narration, cash deposited. Then accept. Cash deposited, new account opened, and cash deposited. Now next transaction, transfer rupees 1,000 from main cash to petty cash to meet the daily expense on 1st April. So transfer of a cash from main cash to petty cash account. So what type of transaction it is? It is a it's a transaction which will be entered in a contra voucher. So it's on 1st April. So transferred from main cash to petty cash. So select cash account. The amount of rupees 1,000 has been transferred to petty cash account, and write narration, cash transfer to petty cash account, petty cash, however, then accept the voucher. Next transaction, outstanding AMC charges cleared through cash on 1st April. So outstanding AMC charges. So there will be a transaction called AMC charges, which is outstanding for last year, which has been cleared, which has been paid on 1st April on this year. So how to pass this entry? It cannot be entered in contra voucher because contra voucher will accept only cash or bank ledgers. It will not accept any other ledger. So where we have to pass this entry, this transaction is a payment voucher. So paid a cash. So go to payment voucher, press F2 because we paid on a 1st April. So debit on expenses, outstanding AMC charges, debit on expenses. What is the amount? We do not have any information. So cleared means you can, it is on the cleared, whatever the current balance has been cleared. So here it is showing 6,000. 6,000 is the outstanding balance of AMC charges cleared by cash. So credit cash. Cash has been paid for outstanding AMC charges. Write the narration, accept the voucher. Then next transaction, paid rupees 25,000 to measure Genlight through check of SBI. Check number also given on 1st April. Now, while making a payment, uh, there is a notice called that adjust the full amount of first bill and rest of the amount from the second bill. So they have not fully settled the payment. They have asked to settle the first bill fully, and the uh, rest of the amount from the second bill. Let's see how we do not have a information about how the last year how the transaction has been made. So if we have to see, we can uh, we can get the information from the entry mode itself. How? Let's do that. So it's a paid rupees paid to measure gen light. So it is a we paid the check. So it's on first April. So we do not have to change the date. It's as it is the first April itself. So next page 2 measures gen light. Select and their balance outstanding, total balance outstanding is a 40,000. So we paid only 25,000. So as soon as you enter the amount, there will be a bill-wise breakup screen. So you have to, when you press, uh, now you have to go against reference. This is the abbreviation of against, AGST, against reference, because reference we have given already. Now we are making the against reference of a previous bill. There is a two bills outstanding, 22,000 and 18,000. Out of these two bills, we are making only 25,000. So adjust fully from the first bill, and rest of the from the second bill, rest of the amount, that is 3,000. So we are adjusting, we are making payment of only 25,000, and 15,000 is remaining for to pay the balance. So we are making a payment by check of SBI. So SBI account credit, and write a narration, write check number, check number 50055, whatever the number is, and write narration, accept. So that is how you can make a payment entry. Now another transaction, paid for 24,500 to Shakti India through check of SBI account. So again this is a payment entry. Select Shakti India. Shakti India amount 24,500. Again, now we have to go by against reference. So Shakti India, their total balance is outstanding is 25,000. So their balance is nil now. Sorry, Shakti India, their balance is 24,000. To SBI account. We are making payment of 24,500. Remaining, we are treating it as a discount received. Um, we are treating the remaining amount of 500 as a discount received. So it has been settled as a discount of rupees, discount as a balanced amount. So we can write a narration. The credit has been settled with the discount. With the discount, we can enter and change. Next transaction, received cash of rupees 10,000 from modern traders on 2nd April. Received. Now this is a transaction for receipt. Expect fresh as to this is on 2nd April. So we received from modern traders of rupees 10,000 against the first bill we received by cash. So accept. Next, received a check of ICICI Bank. Received a check worth rupees 24,500 from Bearings and Spares against their two bills and deposited it to ICICI Bank. And the rest of the amount is treated as discount allowed. So we have received from Bearings and Spares. Their total outstanding is 25,000. So 25,000 we received. Sorry, 25,000 we have not received. We have received 24,500. It is deposited in SBI. Rest of the amount is treated as a discount allowed. So we have allowed discount for our customer. So we can write a narration and accept. Discount allowed is under the group of indirect expenses. So expense for company because we are giving a discount for our customers. Next transaction, modern traders cleared 90% of their total outstanding through cash on 2nd April. So modern traders has been paid their rest of 90% of the bill. Previously they have paid 10,000. Now from the remaining balance, they are paying only 90% of their balance, and rest of them they are treating it as a bad debt. So we received from modern traders their total outstanding is 20,000 against the bill we received only 90% of the remaining balance, that is we received through cash. 90% of the balance is 18,000. Remaining we are treating it as a bad debt. Bad debt, we can create a bad debt by pressing Alt plus C. This is bad debt under indirect expense. Accept. Write narration and accept the voucher. Next, rupees 550 paid in cash for general expenses. So it is on again 2nd April itself. Paid. So we have to open payment voucher. Transaction for general expenses of rupees 550 by cash. You can write narration for what particularly expense it is. You write in a narration and accept. Next transaction, purchase furniture worth rupees 15,000 from Style Spa, reference number SS/1 on first 7 there is furniture purchase worth rupees 15,000. So this is a furniture which is purchased on a credit basis. So we cannot enter it in a contract nor receipt because we have not received anything, nor we have paid that we have received the asset, not the cash receipt. So it cannot be in a receipt purchase. nor in a payment voucher. So because we have not paid, this is a credit transaction. So the transaction of these nature will be entered in a journal voucher. So the function key is F7. It is on first 7. Debit the furniture depreciation account, because depreciation is the expense for a company. So depreciation account under indirect expense accept 15,000 to furniture account. So you can write a notion depreciation charge on furniture. Sorry, not depreciation. Um, we purchase furniture. So from transfer. So furniture account debit 15,000 from transfer the dealer of the furniture. So how it is created? Transfer account under sundry creditors. Maintain balances will be been access and credit. They are the creditor. You can take their new, it's a new bill, new reference. So their reference number you can type here. Six /1. So this is the reference number. Right narration furniture purchase on credit basis. Accept. First transaction received interest on debentures of rupees 6,500 through a check and deposited in SBI. So interest on debenture and it is deposited in SBI. So it can be entered in a receipt voucher as well as in it can be entered in a journal voucher also. So since we received the interest amount, we can enter in a journal receipt voucher, and it is on 2nd April. Interest received account. Interest on debentures account. Interest on debentures account under indirect income amount 6,500 by SBI account. This SBI account debit because we have deposited the interest amount, right direction, and save the entry. Now next transaction received commission in cash of 45,000. So received cash on 2nd April. Commission received account of rupees 45,000. Enter and by cash and accept cash commission received. Accept. So these are the transactions we have entered with use of a contra voucher, payment voucher, receipt voucher, and journal voucher. If you understood these, how to make use of these vouchers. Now let us check our report. So according to these details, we can check the day book, where we can find the day book. Under report, go to display and day book, and give a period from 1st April to 31st the full financial year. You can see all the entries which you have made, and if you enter over there, any changes if you have to do, change that and accept it. Don't if you escape from there, changes will not be saved. So these are the transactions I have entered. This is the day book, and if you want trial balance, you can find the trial balance here. Then you can view the balance sheet as well. So here is a balance sheet total 10 lakh 29,450, and there is a you can see the balance sheet for detailed view, so that you have to press Alt and F1. So you can see all the ledger balances in now. Then you can see another report, profit and loss account. Now again you give Alt and F1 for detailed view. You can see all the expenses entries, and here is the income entry will go here, because we have created ledgers in a proper group, so it will show your all reports are ready with your entry mode itself. So this is a profit and loss account. If you want to see your petty cash account, how we can find? Go to display, account book, ledger, petty cash ledger. You have to go and see. You can change the period also from what period you want to view. And there is a closing balance of 1000. All the transactions will be shown here. Next report you can view is a bank report. How you can find? Display, account book, the cash or bank book. All the bank books you will find under the bank account. Here you can select a particular bank wise. SBI is having the balance of 3,06,000 and LCL the bank is having 25,000. Transaction if you want to see, just enter over here. On monthly transaction you can find the result. So with this, I'll wind up today's class. I hope you understood today's class, how to make use of 4 accounting vouchers: contra voucher, payment voucher, receipt voucher, journal voucher. I hope you understood today's class. If you have any doubts, you can enter in a comment. I will try to clarify that. Uh, if you like my video, just give a like and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.